Good afternoon. Today I'm at Seaham. So if I rotate the camera around, got the different piers there. Watch me step that I don't fall down. Yeah, mate, you've got the building where George Elmy's housed, but we went there the last video when I came to Seaham. So what we're going to have to do is we're going to have a walk up the bank, up towards North Terrace, that kind of way, you know what I mean, where we've got nice restaurants and that kind of thing. Have a little walk up there, have a look at the sea views. So if you'd like to come follow me, we'll have a little look around Seaham Seafront today. Okay, so if I just rotate the camera to the left and see the different piers here. Seaham Harbour Company over there in the centre of the picture. So you've got Marina where you've got different businesses. Toilets on the right, really interesting in that, but there on the right hand side you've got an ice cream shop, gift shop, right next to it, play school. So that's where we went last time when I came to Seaham Harbour. So Eastern Heritage and Lifeboat Centre. So we're looking at the George Elmy lifeboat. If I walk around this way, looks like a castle that, doesn't it? But it's not. Little look at these kind of sculptures, like a kind of seahorse, rock formations, big shell, kind of lighthouse. So I want to make the way this way. Okay, so here you've got Seaham Beach. So like during the summer months, this is really popular for people bringing their children and stuff, you know what I mean? So you could bring a paddle board or something like that. Obviously, the lady there's walking a dog. I'll zoom in a bit. You can see the lighthouse further down. Like I said in my last video, right next to Sunland, so that should be painted red and white colours, I think. I'll just bring the camera back. So there you've got the back of one of the marina buildings, so it's obviously where you've got restaurants. Got a holiday shop in there, I believe, as well. Physiotherapist practice. So this pier here, unfortunately, I'm not allowed to go on that because you have to be a member of Seaham Angling Club. But not worry, I'll just continue my way around here. There's one guy fishing here, but I'll have a look over there, over the wall. So on your left hand side, you've got a beach. You've got another beach over there. It's really popular for people who pick glass up in the sand. So once used to be bottled work, say decades ago. So the sea, when the tide comes back in, washes little pieces of the glass off there. But distance, got the city of Sunderland. It's a picture of the game and port. So we'll take the camera around a bit. We'll call it that today. Okay, so if I make my way here, it's got this rocky outcrop. I believe that's probably magnesium limestone. But if I make my way here, I'll show you a couple other buildings. So you've got like an activity centre just around the corner. It's really good this to have for the area and see them. So you've got the activity centre, so you can do stuff like kayaking, stand-up paddle boarding, that kind of thing. Got East Coast Fitness, Marine Activity Centre on my left hand side. On your right hand side you used to have a place called Flamingo Cafe, which was like a vegan cafe which offered options like chicken and stuff like that as well. But unfortunately that's not there now. I'm going to walk this way. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to see if I can walk up these steps here. So this bit here was closed off for a lot of years. Well, I'm not sure if it was last year when we actually built these steps, so it's safe to actually go up now. Enjoy the view at Red Acre Point, open daily 9 till 5. There's a little bit about the history. Okay, put the gate open. So look upstairs, up the steps. So you've got the Marine Activity Centre behind me. Honestly, this looks like a castle. But wait until we get to the top of here. We're going to have a nice view. So instead of just doing a panorama, I'm going to do a panorama, but I'm going to walk around as I'm doing it. There you've got the beach area that we've just been talking about. There you've got the building down there with the different restaurants. It's got a holiday shop, play school, physiotherapy practice I believe is there as well. So as I walk around here, it's coming into view now, you've got the different piers. Obviously you can't access most of them because they're owned by the Seaham Dock Company. This little bit down here you can go onto that. There you've got Marina itself there with the different boats. Sorry I've got my son in the view, but if I bring the camera down, here's an information board. It's giving a little bit of information on the history of the area. So if you'd like to read this a bit more, just pause the video. Coal was the heartbeat, created a town with harbour collieries and men of renown. If I bring the camera back, now look at all the different boats there. Fishing boats, pleasure boats. So this one is about a rock. So permeable limestone. So I should have read that to say permeable magnesium limestone. The limestone cliffs at Seaham have been moulded by ice sheets and coastal processes over thousands of years, and more recently reshaped by human industry and ingenuity. There's a little bit about the history. So millions of years ago, what was Zechstein Sea? There's some like early pictures. So if you're interested in any of this, just pause the video basically. I'll bring the camera back round. But here's another view of the activity centre. Here's the step that we just walked up. Welcome to Seaham Marina, guys and girls. To say it's cold, the sun's still out. Not that bad. Right, so I'm going to walk back down the stairs, so I'm going to do exactly what I said I was going to do. So I'm going to have a walk up the North Terrace, walk up that little bank there. I'm definitely getting my steps in today. I change the camera. There you go. Warning, beware vehicles, look left and right. Stop, look and listen. Okay, so I'm going to make my way up this back now. Stick with this little potty so I'm out of the way of course. I want to cross the road and go up this way to North Terrace. Okay, a little change of plans, so I'm going to have a little walk down here. Give you all a different view. During the summer months, there's like a van here selling fish, cooked fish. I've tried it a couple of times, quite nice. Well, here you've got a sculpture, obviously off a fisherman. A coxswain's cry. There's a white horse coming with many friends, and I think they'll take us down. Grab a hand, me lads, and watch yourselves from the sea will have us know. Another Ray Lonsdale sculpture. So if I bring that back, so normal way of the sun. The coxswain. A sculpture made by Ray Lonsdale. There you go. So here's a different view now. So here's the different boats, fishing vessels, and for pleasure as well. We've got a cannon there. We're not expecting a battle lobby today. Hope not. I want an easy day.
Nothing fun. Look at that green thing.
Okay, so we just come at the top of the bank now. Got these nice buildings on your right hand side. I believe that was once for Londonderry offices, and then after that a police station. I'll take a few steps down there. I'm not going to go all the way down, but you've got one of the beaches here. That's where we just came from, activity centre, the marina down there. I've just made my way up here. I'll come back to you guys and girls. As I get to the top of here, you've got one of the former pit wheels. So I'm trying to think what mines you had in Seaham. You had Dorden Pit, you had Seaham Pit, you had Vane Tempest. So that's one with pit wheels. If I change the building itself for myself. Okay, across the road you've got Bell's Fish and Chips. That used to be a bank, but it was the last year or the year before got refurbished into a fish and chip shop. Got a nice town clock over there. There's a sculpture over here, the brothers waiting to go down. So I'll zoom the picture in. Yeah. Okay, so here you've got North Terrace. Become very popular over the last 15 years, so some of these buildings were derelict, but you've got a lot of restaurants, cafes, that kind of thing. Estate agents down there. I've never been in that one yet, Grace Kelly's, but that's popular. Downey's, been there loads of times. Charles Stewart, Vane Tempest, the 6th Marquess of Londonderry. So I'll just hold on to this position, look at the information plaque. If you want to pause, if you want that. There's a blue plaque here. I'll continue down here. Well, here on the left hand side, behind this van, in the the creamy stone kind of building, you've got Lickety Split. That's been popular over the years. If you come down here in the summer months, you'll see people queuing outside. Yes, I'll continue my way down here. We've got a bar there right next, Dempsey's Bar, been that a couple of times. A Shoka, an Indian restaurant, been there a lot of times. The Featherbed, I've been in there, it's a cafe bar. But I went to, I'm trying to think, they had a different name last time I was in. Gills, you can get fish and chips there, takeaway for $9.99. Porch going past. We've got this building here. So there was a building that burned down there. This was built in 2022 and it hasn't been vacated since. You'd think it'd be a nice hotel or something like that. The lamp room, that's really popular. Sorry, I should say that all the places are really popular. I haven't been at the two places at the end. Right at the end called the train line. home of desserts and cork and coffee. Haven't been in there yet. But there's a building right at the end there. Been there loads of times. Cakes, coffees, that kind of thing. Seaham, are you ready? Home of desserts. The train line. There you've got a nice seat. In addition of the maritime heritage here in Seaham. Okay, so I'm just nearing the end of my video today, so we're going to have a look at the Tommy statue. I'll rotate the camera around. The middle of this grass area. First of all, we'll just have a look over the railings, see the views out to sea. So I'll just change the camera background. Here you've got a pay meter for the car parking. Oh, don't talk to people about having to pay for parking now. For years you didn't have to pay to park again. There you go. Well, this pier, what you see in front of me, when it's really choppy, you see the waves crashing over there. Obviously that pier is owned by Seaham Angling Club, so you have to be a member to actually get on there. Obviously choppy days like that it'll be closed off. Well, just coming at the view here, you've got Tommy statue. These are different shops and cafes, businesses what we just passed. Okay, so just coming at the view here on the right hand side, got the Tommy statue. So this was meant to just be a temporary fixture, but it got brought here permanently. It was that popular. I'm not going to walk over the grass, but I'll go over a long way. Here you've got all these nice seats on your left hand side, like a kind of cenotaph kind of area for veterans who've lost their lives in wars. There you've got a Tommy statue. Trying to do a different angle. Okay, so that's the end of the video for today. If you like the video, please like and subscribe for future content. Thank you, bye bye.